If you don't like living with us, feel free to leave, Jennifer said, standing in my kitchen like she owned the place. 10 minutes later, she was screaming for the police, claiming I'd lost my mind. What she didn't expect was that I'd been recording our conversation the entire time. If you're watching this, subscribe and let me know where you're watching from. Let me tell you how I ended up packing my daughter-in-law's belongings while she called 911 on me. It started 8 months ago when my son Daniel lost his job at the accounting firm. Just temporarily, Mom, he'd said, showing up at my door with Jennifer and their 2 suitcases. Until I get back on my feet. I'm Margaret Walsh, 67 years old, and apparently naive enough to believe that temporarily meant what it used to mean. My husband Robert left me this beautiful 4-bedroom house in Maple Heights when he passed 2 years ago, along with a comfortable retirement that I'd earned through 40 years of teaching high school English. What I didn't realize was that I'd just invited 2 parasites into my home. Mom, you're being ridiculous, Daniel had said that Tuesday morning when I suggested maybe 8 months was long enough for a temporary stay. Jennifer and I contribute to this household. Contribute. That's rich. Considering they'd paid exactly $0 in rent, utilities, or groceries since moving in. Jennifer worked part-time at a salon and spent most of her income on designer coffee and online shopping. Daniel had supposedly been job hunting, though his hunting grounds seemed to be limited to the couch and my refrigerator. We do the dishes sometimes, Jennifer added, not looking up from her phone where she was scrolling through vacation photos from the trip to Cancun they'd taken with my credit card, without asking. How generous of you, I said. Even I could hear the acid in my voice. That's when Jennifer looked up, her eyes cold as winter. Margaret, if you don't like living with us, you're free to leave any time. The audacity took my breath away. In my own house, my own kitchen, standing next to the refrigerator I'd bought and paid for, eating food I'd purchased with my pension. Excuse me? I said quietly. You heard me. Nobody's forcing you to stay here if we're such a burden. Daniel shifted uncomfortably, but said nothing. My own son, watching his wife kick his mother out of her own home. That's when something snapped inside me. The old Margaret would have apologized, maybe even started packing her own bags. But this Margaret had been pushed too far. You know what, Jennifer? You're absolutely right. I walked upstairs to the guest room where they'd been sleeping and pulled their largest suitcase from the closet. Jennifer followed me, probably expecting to see me fold my clothes into it. Instead, I started tossing her things inside. Her expensive workout clothes that had never seen a gym, the jewelry she'd bought with money they didn't have, the designer handbags cluttering my dresser. What are you doing? She